We're going to do a banking reverse pitch. This is your big chance. And the man, the ringleader, the guru, the boss of FinTech Australia, Rehan, is going to organise it all. Please give a big hand to Rehan as he joins us back on the stage. He's had an epic day too. Come on, mate, come on up.
Thanks, Simon. I have no idea who Simon was talking about. Anyway, thanks. So again, my name is Rehan. I'm the CEO of FinTech Australia. I wanted to give you some quick context on the banking reverse pitch. So last year, back in September of last year, we had this really interesting conversation with the New South Wales government as well as a couple of the banks to talk about how could we have them engage with the fintechs and be able to create an approach for these fintechs to reach out to the banks, with the banks taking the initiative on sharing some of their problem statements with the industry and creating a pathway for the fintechs to work with the banks. So that led to the first version of the banking reverse pitch back in February of this year, which was hugely successful. We had a lot of interest and participation from the industry. And so we decided to make a version of it, a much smaller version of it, but a version of it at Intersekt, and continue to enable this, include more banks, more industries, and eventually reach a point where we'd have other financial institutes also participate. We're getting a significant amount of interest from other larger corporates and financial institutes to participate in the future. But however, for this version of the conference, we have two big banks, Citi and Westpac, pitch their problem statements. So a little bit of ground rules for this event. It's quick, quite short pitches, about 10 minutes each. We won't do Q&A after, but you have the opportunity to connect with them post this event. And this information will be recorded and posted online on our website. There's the QR code there, but if you just go onto the FinTech Australia website, you should be able to access the problem statements as well as the video that will be presented today. And yeah, I wish you all the best and enjoy the next two pitches. Now, to ensure I don't get the names wrong, yes, I would like to invite Citi first. So Linda Noy, Director of Treasury and Trade Solutions, as well as Melissa Liu, Senior Analyst, Treasury and Trade Solutions at Citi. Thank you.
Thanks, Rehan. Alrighty. Good afternoon, and thank you for the opportunity to present Citi's banking reverse pitch today. My name's Linda Noy. I run the liquidity management services business for Citi for Australia and New Zealand, and I work in the transactional services area. We're also painfully aware that we're the only thing standing between you and drinks, so we'll be as quick as possible. All right, so this afternoon, my colleague Melissa and I are going to present some background to our selected theme, the problem statement itself, and then the challenges we face in this area, and also key success criteria we envisage. Citi Services business is one of the most exciting and innovative parts of our bank, and we've been coined the crown jewel in our recent Global Investor Conference Day. Our services business, I lost my spot. It powers global commerce and e-commerce, and our products and our global reach are unmatched in our area. Our products range from liquidity services to domestic and global payments, to commercial cards businesses, to trade services, and finally to custody solutions. Our clients range from Fortune 500 clients to new startups where Citi sees potential. One important aspect of our dominance in this transactional service area is our continued digital innovation. And a small but very important part of this digital journey, and something we want to focus on today, is digital or e-signature rollout and adoption. So e-signatures became really important when the pandemic hit. And I'm really proud to say that Australia, and Citi in particular, was a pilot in this area, and we managed to really quickly pivot and move to e-signatures. I think everyone remembers how hard it was to print out documents, sign them wet ink, try and get it to a post office, hope that Aussie Post actually delivered it, and then hope that an ops person picked up that document and did a manual signature verification. Only until that's done can products be rolled out for our clients. So during the pandemic, every piece of that journey was harder and sometimes delayed our rollouts a long, long time. So our journey along the way has hit snags, and it's meant the experience for some of our clients has not been ideal. In some jurisdictions in particular, it was not straightforward or seamless. There have been growing client needs around electronic signature security, legal eligibility, and operational efficiency. So this takes us to our problem statement. Citi is looking for a solution that will act as an integrator for satisfying certain regulated markets such as China, India, Indonesia, and Vietnam, where there are additional electronic signature requirements. Now, this would potentially expand to other regulated markets within APAC and around the world. The integrated solution should help connect our clients to certificate authorities or certifiers and electronic signature providers on one single platform. And for the record, Citi has partnered with one single global electronic signature provider for a consistent client experience. So now I'll hand over to Melissa, who'll delve a little bit deeper into our challenges around digital signatures.
Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Liu, a product manager with Citi, and I look after the platform and data services products within Australia and New Zealand. So I want to go into a little bit about the country challenges that we're facing in these countries, China, Vietnam, Indonesia, and India, these countries which we want to roll out electronic signatures. So they have some additional regulatory requirements which need to be complied with in order for their electronic signatures to be considered binding. And the regulations fall under two broad categories. So first of all, if you're wanting to open a bank account in China or Vietnam, first of all, you need to find a registered e-signature provider within that country. So you can't just go with any old electronic signature provider. Second of all, for all four of these regulated markets, you need a digital certificate to sign off on your digital signature. And this is through a local government-approved certifying authority. So what this means is that if you are a multinational client today and you're wanting to open bank accounts across a mix of countries, and China, India, Indonesia, or Vietnam is amongst that mix, the client experience of what you would need to do to open these via electronic signatures is, first of all, you need to find a third-party locally registered e-signature provider for the China and Vietnam bank account openings. For India and Indonesia, you can choose to go with Citi's globally preferred provider. Secondly, you'd need to find a local certifying authority, and you need to apply and pay for the digital certificate for each of those signers for opening each of those bank accounts in each of those regulated markets that you want to open the bank account in. Finally, once you've got the digital certificate, you can then upload that along with your electronically signed certificate, electronically signed onboarding documents back to Citi for further processing and account opening. If you then contrast this with the client experience, if in our scenario, if the same multinational client wanted to open bank accounts in a slightly different mix of countries, say Australia, New Zealand, Hong Kong, or Singapore, the client experience is very different. So in our example, for the Australia-New Zealand bank account openings, Citi would initiate the digital signing process through our onboarding platform. The client signers will just receive an email with instructions on how and where to sign. The client signers can then just click through and digitally sign, and then keep clicking through to on-send that document package to the next client signer. Our ultimate goal is to allow the document signing process for account openings for these regulated markets to be as similar as possible to the simple and seamless client experience we're able to enjoy here in Australia, while still complying with all of these regulated markets requirements. So that brings us back to our problem statement. We want to bring the digital signature experience for these. We want to look for a solution which is a platform which integrates all of these locally registered e-signature providers along with the certifying authorities in each of these countries. So what the client experience we're looking for is the client signer should only need to enter their signing information on a single platform, and then that platform connects and helps facilitate the digital signature creation and also helps clients apply for the certificates they need. The key success criteria which we would want for this solution is that, first of all, this should allow the clients to validly e-sign in each of these regulated markets. It should be a simple and secure, seamless client experience. The client should only need to input their information on the one platform. And finally, the solution should be scalable so that it could be rolled out in other regulated markets across other regions around the world. Citi has product managers in each of these regulated markets, and they will be the subject matter experts on the local requirements which need to be complied with in order to sign digitally, and we'll be working closely with them when we're designing the solution as well. So if there's anyone here today who's filling up for a challenge and filling up for this challenge in particular, then we look forward to hearing your responses after the event. Thanks.
Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Melissa. Next, we have Nick McKenna, Senior Product Manager of Business Lending of the Consumer and Business Banking unit at Westpac. This is the second time they'd be pitching their problem statement with us, so thank you so much. There was quite a bit of success from the last version of it. I know one of the announcements was with Shape, wasn't it? With ANZ, okay, with the other bank that pitched. But yes, there were some really good positive stories there. Anyway, Nick, over to you. Thank you so much.
Everyone. Sorry, I'll just check that. It's great to be back again. As we mentioned, we were part of this same event last year, and I think it really shows how serious we are about partnerships and the role they play in our technology roadmap. I think we come up with a lot of great ideas at Westpac internally, but it's always good to have an external view on what we're doing, to sanity check what we're doing, but also feed in and highlight things that perhaps we don't know out there in the market or emerging, or you guys are hopefully building and we can leverage as well. So I'll take you through the pitch, or the reverse pitch, in terms of what we're hoping to get out of this, and the problem statement is quite broad, so I'll start with that. I'll then talk to you about some of the products that we offer business customers, and we're really talking specifically about small to medium business customers today. Then I'll take you through some of the areas that we are looking for, so the considerations that we would love to see in a successful pitch back to us. So every day, me and my team, we're always looking at how we can make things easier for small and medium-sized business customers when it comes to accessing finance with a bank, or Westpac, hopefully. And so we know the customers in this particular segment are incredibly diverse. We could have farmers, cafe owners, plumbers, And what we want to be able to do and what we hear from them is that they want their finance to be fast and simple. We have complicated products, so that's the challenge that we have, and that's the challenge we're trying to share with you today, is how can we make the transaction between a diverse group of customers and a complicated set of products super easy and simple, because all of these products are really designed to solve very specific business problems for these customers. And so that's the role I play in kind of the middle in between those two. We want to be the bank that small and medium businesses look to when they want to grow. We believe in this sector, and we believe that given the right mix of financial products and support, that we believe they can grow as well. And so it becomes a really important partnership that we have with these customers. Another thing to really highlight is the importance of relationship that we have with our customers. And so these are personal relationships, often with bankers and business owners. And so the challenge that we have, and I'm sharing with you, is how can we use technology to amplify these relationships, not replace them completely? Because we know that customers want a mixture of digital, simple, fast, as I mentioned, applications, but also assisted channels where they can reach out to experts that we have inside that can help them with specific problems. So that's, I guess, a challenge that a lot of companies are facing with digital, is how do you keep the human in digital and still assist the customer in the way that they want to be interacted with. I'll then talk to you just a bit about some of the products that we offer these business customers, and this should help with the context setting of where you might plug into this problem statement. As I said, it is a broad one, so you could probably plug in lots of different areas into it. But if we start with kind of the core products that we offer small and medium business customers, is a business loan, which is it's a core product that allows businesses to take out a large amount of money and invest that in their business, typically to grow. And so that's a key product that we offer these customers. We also offer business overdrafts, and business overdrafts on the other end of the scale are more around bridging cash flow gaps for customers, keeping the finances going on the smaller purchases, so they can really focus on growing their business and not being worried about the constant payments and ingoings and outgoings. In a similar vein, we have invoice finance, and so invoice finance can be used as a cash advance to pay for an existing outstanding invoice. And again, it takes the stress away from these customers and allows that cost to be manageable. We also have bank guarantees. This is another critical product for businesses who are looking to grow. It assists with leasing of properties, and it removes the need for business customers to take out or have a large deposit up front for their premises. Lastly, we have equipment finance. And equipment finance is really key for businesses when acquiring vehicles or equipment that small and medium businesses need to run their business. So that's the core set of products that we offer small business customers. As I said, we do offer a range of products. We have a range of experts who can help business customers and guide them through that. The challenge is, how do we make that simple digitally? And how do we make it really obvious that these products are there to help support them to grow? So I think when we look at this challenge, we want to look at the mixture of those channels that are available. So we, as I mentioned, a mixture of assisted and digital channels to bridge that gap between the problem statements and the products and the experts that we have. We can look at marketing channels. We can also look at, hopefully today, channels that I didn't know existed and that you guys are building or have thought of. And so that's why we're here today. We wanted to understand what's in the market, what's being evolved, and what are the ideas that you guys are all coming up with. Lastly, some things to consider in your pitch. I'll just flick that along. I'll hone in on just 3 areas, and this is what we'll be really looking at when we're reviewing the pitches. Firstly, it's the security of your environment. It's critical that you have the foundations and the frameworks established to protect customers' data. It's something that we would need as part of the partnership to be confident in. Secondly, it's about not just securing that data, but also the use of that data. Customer data is the most important thing that we hold about our customers, and so it's important that with whatever activity we're doing or building is that we respect the customer data. And so consider that as part of your pitch when proposing your ideas. And thirdly, it's about scale. As we mentioned, we had a really successful partnership from last year. That's not by mistake. We look at, obviously, can we solve the immediate problem, but also how would this work longer term? So it's our expectation as we review that you would have the ability to support a business the size of Westpac in your activities. So that's something that we'll definitely be looking out for. And that's it, really. So the brief is pretty broad, as I said. How do we leverage innovative technology and data to connect our small and medium business customers with us and with our products to help them be able to invest and grow their businesses? So thank you very much. I'm not alone. I'm here with Anthony and Sam. So please come say hi and all the best.
Thank you, Nick. Now we've got the QR code there. Line that up, because that's how you're going to get in touch and make it happen. Good problems to solve, worth solving. Have you had a good day? Have you had fun? Are you ready to let your hair down? I'm ready to dress up. I've got my wee money socks. This is why I come to Intersekt every year. The best swag here. Maybe, some Westpac swag, some Citi swag. We could work on that for next year. There's a problem to solve as well. It's welcome drinks time. Now, don't go out racing out the door and jump into an Uber, okay? It's 200 metres away. You're going to go down the bottom to where the driveway is, just down round the corner, take a left, and about 150 metres along, you're going to find the Garden State Hotel. Welcome drinks are sponsored by Money 2020. The 2020 part is not meant to be your blood alcohol level in about 2 hours, but, go and enjoy yourself, go and chat. I can see Dom there. He's just, of course, launched FinAmp, his new fund. His pockets are stuffed full of $100 notes. He's just going to be handing it out down at the bar. So if you're looking for funding, go and talk to that man. But most of all, go and have fun. Have a great night. I'll see you at 10 o'clock tomorrow. We very wisely don't start too early on Thursday morning. But thank you so much for coming along today. I hope you got a lot out of it. I'm Simon. I'll see you at the bar. Bye.